Hello, everybody. I'm back and I'm coming to you from my office at Springfield High School. I feel very fortunate and it's great to be here because I haven't been in my office since March 13th of last school year. So it's been 5 months. I'm finally back. I was allowed in today. I don't have a mask on because I'm in a sealed office with a closed door, so nobody's around me. Otherwise, I would. But it's just so nice to be back on campus and coming to you guys from my office. Feels pretty good. It's a big day today, other than me being in my office. It's opening day for registration for fall 2020. And I'd like to go over that in some detail with you guys because the online registration process is not as easy as I was hoping it would be. So I'm going to run through that process with you as best I can for those of you who probably are already confused. If all of this is super frustrating or you don't even want to get into the technology piece of it, please feel free to go down to the district office during business hours. You can go into the reception area, and it's my understanding that they'll provide you with paper copies of these registration forms if you'd prefer to do it the old-fashioned way. And then you would fill out those forms and return it to the district office as soon as you're done. And just in case you can't physically go down to the district office and actually pick up a paper copy, if that's what you want to do, I provided a link below, and it's to a Google form that looks like this. Basically, this is a registration packet request to have it mailed to you. So again, if you want to fill out a paper copy, you don't want the online version, you still have to get online to do this. But this is pretty simple. You basically say whether you need a new student registration packet or a returning packet, how many, your name, mailing address, submit. You could do that on your phone. You could do that certainly on your computer. And it'll ping us and the district office to send you paper packets so that you can fill them out at home and then either mail them back to the district office or drop them off at the district office. So that's one more option. District office has the forms in paper. I'm going to show you the forms online. Okay, so let's get right into it. So you're going to go to the district website, and please, for your sanity, if you're planning to register online, use a laptop if you have a laptop, because I've tried this on the phone. You can see this stuff on the phone, but it's very limited and it takes a lot of effort to scroll back and forth, side to side, to take a picture of something and download it and then upload it on your phone. It's just more difficult, in my opinion, than getting this stuff done on a laptop. Once again, if you don't have a laptop and you want to try the phone, go for it. But otherwise, you can get the paper copy at the district. So I'm on my laptop. Right away, you see this big registration open sign. You're going to click on that, and it's going to take you to a landing page where it's going to go into detail about the registration process. Please read this over. This is important because it has a lot of steps that you're going to need to take. It does have links to a returning student registration packet, and then Spanish as well, versus the new student enrollment packet. Now, the new student is only if you're new to our district coming to Springfield High School. So that is not all the new ninth graders. You're gonna have the returning student registration packet filled out. The new student enrollment is only for new students to the district. So let's say you're coming from Pleasant Hill and this is your 10th grade year and you're coming to Springfield High School. You'd fill out the new student enrollment. All others that have been here in the district that are not new, you're going to be the returning student registration packet. Okay, scroll down past elementary, past middle, and you're going to click on Springfield High School. And these are the step-by-step instructions again. And there's a form at the bottom that's really important that I want to go over too. Okay, so here we go. It's a little bit complicated, guys. Number one, you're going to download either the returning student registration packet or the new student enrollment packet. You can come over here. Here's returning. I'm just going to go to returning because most of you guys are returning. If you click on that, it brings up a PDF. Okay, you can still see the tabs up here. You can go back. opens up another tab. It should. And this is basically a 4-page document. That's a PDF that's fillable. That means you can fill it out. Here's the weird part. It opens with page 1 over here, and the back of page 1 is this. So it's page 1, page 2. And you can see that down. Actually, page 1 is here. Page 2 is here. Page 3 is here. And page 4 is here. It doesn't matter how you fill them out or what order. I'm just telling you that it's a little bit weird. Like, I wouldn't necessarily start here. I might start here because that's actually what in the physical packet, that's the page 1. Okay, so you're going to notice these gray boxes and you can click on them and fill out stuff. So up here for school name, you're going to put Springfield High School, school year 2020, 21. Well, it already has Springfield High School. Don't worry about this section. I mean, you could, but that's your student ID. Are you on a 504 plan? Any of these apply, check them. And here's student's legal name. All of this stuff needs to be completed as best you can. If you don't know an answer to one of the questions, you can put, I don't know, or you can skip it. But all of this stuff is important for us to keep. And if you're not comfortable with something, maybe shoot me an email or shoot your counselor an email or call the school and see if you can skip it if you're not sure. Okay, so student's legal name and all this stuff, ethnicity and race and all that good stuff. Over here is student health. So there's a lot to be filled out, guys. Down here, emergency contacts and on their information. You don't necessarily have to give us 4 emergency contacts, but at least give us 1 or 2. Emergency school closure, who do I give my child to? Again, this is assuming that we're back in school, but we still need this information for online stuff too. Over here is parent guardian information. So all of this stuff needs to be filled out as best you can. And again, some of this, maybe you only have to fill out 1 or 2 boxes and not 3 or 4, but give us as much information as possible. Here's the trick. Once you've filled out all this stuff, you're going to save it to your desktop or to your computer, and then basically you're resaving it. So if I did Adams Math, and then I filled out all this stuff, I would go up to File, Save Page As, 2020, 21 registration. Save it, and it's there. Okay, it's on my desktop. That's once you're done. Then I'd go back and you've got to scan or take a photo of, if you're the parent, your ID, and then you got to save that to your desktop. If you are not the biological or legal parent, then you have to attach a court document appointing you as guardian. So we need to know that you actually are the child's guardian, the student's guardian. This is also extremely important. You need to scan or take a photo of your proof of residency. That means we need to make sure that you live where you say you live. And it's got to be really like a bill, an electric bill, a cable bill, cell phone bill, but it has to have your name and address on it. And the bill has to be within the last month. Okay, it can't be a year old. That's not going to work. So please scan or take a photo of that, save it on, again, your desktop or your computer. And then you're going to scroll down here, and in this subject line, you're going to put your student's name and school ID, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, if you know it, but at least give us your student's name. And then you can put registration packet or whatever in the subject area. But down here is where you're going to attach everything that you just saved. So I'm going to go add attachment, and I'm going to look for that registration piece here. So, sorry, it's under 2021. So here it is, 2020-21 registration PDF. So I'm going to attach that, and it's going to take a minute, and voila, there it is. So it's attached to this form. And you're going to do another attachment for your photo ID. You're going to do a third attachment for your proof of residence, like that bill. And if you need to provide court documentation and you have it, you're going to attach a fourth document. It can be a photo or a scanned copy of that court documentation. Once you have that all attached, you're going to basically come down here, put your name, Matt Adams, give you all my address information. What was this? Email, Matthew, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Everything's there. You could hide the contact from the district if you want, and then you're going to submit. Once you hit submit, we're going to get the registration packet you saved and all of the other attachments, and then your contact information. And it's going to come to the district office, but it's going to come to the school as well. And we're going to file it into our registration piece. And if for some reason you're missing something, you may get an email or a call from Susan Wright, who is our office manager, and she may say, hey, thank you for your registration packet, but you missed your photo ID or you missed your proof of address. We need that. So we can't really complete the registration process until we have all of that stuff. So again, the registration that looks like this, the enrollment form, and then it's really important, guys, if nothing else, give us your proof of address. We'd like the scanned photo ID. We would like proof that you are the guardian filling this out. But we want to make sure that you live in our boundary area, and we need proof of that. So all of those things need to be attached to this form. But that's it for registration. By the way, you don't have to get this done today, tomorrow, but as soon as possible would be lovely. The sooner we get the information in from you, the sooner we can make your students' schedules and they can know what classes they're going to be taking, because this is obviously an odd year. We're probably going to have fewer students coming back to the school than previous years, but we need to know what that number is going to look like. Maybe not. Maybe it'll be a higher number. But we really need your cooperation to get this filled out as soon as possible. And let's say you're filled out most of it, but you're like waiting on that proof of guardianship. Like you've got to go to somebody to get that. That's okay. Just let us know. And then submit it all together if possible. Okay, so you can wait if it takes you a week. Wait and submit everything together. It's easier for us to keep track. Otherwise, if you can submit what you can, if you don't have something, then let us know. But we would love to hear from you, and I hope that all is well. Okay, I'll get back to you guys later.